What's the biggest crab you've ever eaten? A little Dungeness, maybe a snow crab? Did you know some crabs can grow to the size of a child and still be a delicacy? We're diving into the world's largest, most delicious edible crabs. From the icy depths of the Arctic to the sun-drenched tropics, get ready to meet these culinary behemoths. This isn't just about size, though. We're talking about flavor, texture, and the cultural significance these creatures hold around the globe. So strap yourselves in, get your bibs ready, and let's crack into the world of gigantic, edible crabs. First up, we're heading to Japan, home to a creature straight out of a Godzilla film. This, my friends, is the Japanese spider crab, a true monster of the deep. Imagine this, you're diving in the Pacific, minding your own business, and suddenly, bam! A 12-foot spider with a bad attitude crawls out from the darkness. These beasts are the largest arthropods on the planet. Their spindly legs can span over 12 feet, and their bodies can reach the size of a basketball. They're like something out of a horror movie, but don't worry, they're more interested in scavenging the ocean floor than snacking on scuba divers. You wouldn't believe the sweet, delicate meat hidden inside those spindly legs. It's like a cross between lobster and crab, with a hint of sweetness that'll make your taste buds sing. The Japanese have been catching and cooking these crabs for centuries. They steam them, grill them, even serve them as sashimi. And let me tell you, a plate of spider crab sashimi is a sight to behold. So, next time you're feeling adventurous, ditch the chicken nuggets and order yourself some Japanese spider crab. Now let's journey to the frigid waters of Alaska, where another colossal crustacean reigns supreme, the king crab. This bad boy is the undisputed king of the crab world, known for its massive size, spiky armor, and most importantly, its succulent sweetmeat. Imagine this. You're braving the icy winds and treacherous seas of the Bering Sea, battling waves the size of double-decker buses. Suddenly your net surfaces, overflowing with these armored behemoths. These giants can weigh up to 25 pounds with a leg span of over 5 feet. Now, here's a fun fact for you. King crabs aren't technically true crabs. They're more closely related to hermit crabs, but don't let that fool you. Their flavor is fit for royalty. Steamed, boiled, grilled, you name it, king crab can handle it all. The classic preparation, the one that'll make you weep tears of joy, is simply steamed and served with melted butter. The sweet, delicate meat dipped in that rich, buttery goodness, it's enough to make a grown man cry. So next time you're feeling adventurous, skip the chicken wings and order yourself a plate of king crab legs. Now we're leaving the icy waters behind and heading to the tropics, where a different kind of crab reigns supreme. The coconut crab. This isn't your average beach bum. Oh no, this crustacean is a legend, a myth, a culinary enigma. Picture this. You're strolling along a moonlit beach, the air thick with the scent of salt and coconut. Suddenly you hear a cracking sound, like someone's trying to break into a safe. You turn, and there it is. A coconut crab, its massive claws wrapped around a coconut, effortlessly splitting it open. These monstrous crabs are the largest land-living invertebrates on Earth. They can grow up to 3 feet across, weigh up to 9 pounds, and live for over 60 years. Now here's where things get interesting. These crabs have a taste for coconuts, and their meat actually takes on a subtle coconut flavor. But here's the catch. Coconut crabs are a rare delicacy, and for good reason. They're slow-growing, vulnerable to overharvesting, and their numbers are declining in many parts of their range. So, if you're lucky enough to try coconut crabs, savor every bite. Now, let's head back to North America, specifically the Pacific Northwest, where a smaller but no less delicious crab reigns supreme, the Dungeness crab. This crustacean might not be as big as the king crab or as exotic as the coconut crab, but it's a culinary icon, a staple of seafood restaurants and family dinners alike. Imagine this. You're sailing along the rugged coastline of Oregon or Washington, the air crisp and clean, the sun setting over the Pacific. Suddenly you spot a fleet of crab boats, their pots overflowing with these spiky, delicious creatures. These crabs might not be as big as their Alaskan cousins, but they're still a decent size, averaging about 2 pounds each. But what they lack in size, they more than make up for in flavor. Dungeness. Crab meat is sweet, succulent, and incredibly versatile. You can find Dungeness crab in everything from crab cakes and salads to chowders and pastas. But my personal favorite way to enjoy this delicacy is simply steamed, cracked open, and dipped in melted butter. And here's the best part. Dungeness crab is a sustainable seafood choice. The fishery is carefully managed, with strict quotas and size limits to ensure the crab population remains healthy. So next time you're craving seafood, skip the fish and chips and order yourself some Dungeness crab. It's a taste of the Pacific Northwest, a culinary classic and a responsible seafood choice. Finally, we journey to the chilly depths of the North Atlantic and North Pacific, where the snow crab, also known as the queen crab, makes its home. Now don't let the name fool you. This crab isn't afraid of a little heat, especially when it comes to ending up on your plate. Snow crabs might be smaller than their king crab cousins, but don't underestimate them. These little guys are packed with flavor. Their meat, delicate, sweet, and slightly briny, a true taste of the cold, clean waters they call home. Snow crab's delicate flavor and tender texture make it perfect for all sorts of dishes, from crab cakes and salads to pastas and risottos. But let's be honest, the best way to enjoy snow crab is straight up, steamed or boiled, piled high on a platter, with a side of melted butter and a squeeze of lemon. It's a messy, communal affair, a celebration of the sea's bounty. So next time you're craving seafood, don't settle for those rubbery shrimp skewers. Seek out the snow crab, the unsung hero of the seafood world. From the monstrous Japanese spider crab to the delicate snow crab, these crustacean kings have graced our tables for centuries. The Japanese spider crab, a staple in Japanese cuisine, has been a symbol of longevity and prosperity for generations. In Alaska, the king crab boom of the mid-20th century transformed the region, shaping its economy and culture. And in Southeast Asia, the coconut crab, shrouded in local legends, has been both a delicacy and a source of fascination. But as we've explored the world of these incredible creatures, it's crucial to remember the importance of sustainability. Overfishing can decimate crab populations, disrupting delicate ecosystems and impacting livelihoods. So, the next time you crack open a crab leg, remember these aren't just delicious meals, they're fascinating creatures with a long history and a vital role to play in our oceans.